Welcome back to the channel Hidden US Coins Treasure Hunters and Rare Coin Seekers, to another jaw-dropping episode right here on Rare Coin Secrets USA, your most trusted, faithful, and always freshly updated source for the rarest, most valuable, and life-changing coins hiding in plain sight across America. Today's video is not just another ordinary video. It is a golden gateway into the mysterious and thrilling world of the Lincoln Memorial cents. These tiny pieces of copper, often overlooked and tossed away like they're nothing, can secretly hold the power of a kingdom. They may look small, but their hidden value is so enormous that it can transform your life in the blink of an eye. And here's the suspense. Inside this video, I'm revealing 5 extraordinary Lincoln Memorial coins. These are not your everyday pennies. These are rare, ultra-valuable treasures with mysterious stories, unique flaws, breathtaking features, and skyrocketing demand in the collector's market. Imagine holding a coin worth more than a luxury house, or imagine knowing that something sitting quietly in your coin jar could be worth a fortune tomorrow. That is the excitement we're diving into today. Stay tuned because each coin I reveal carries a hidden treasure chest of history, features, and collector secrets. And only once, at the very moment of truth, I'll reveal the jaw-dropping market value. Don't skip ahead, because the suspense builds up coin by coin, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single second of this journey. So buckle up, my friends, because by the end of this video, you'll not only be entertained, you'll be empowered with knowledge that can change your life forever. This is Rare Coin Secrets USA, and today we're uncovering the most valuable Lincoln Memorial cents in today's auction market. First coin number 1. Let's begin our treasure hunt with the first masterpiece, the 1993 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent without a mint mark. Now, at first glance, you might think, what could possibly be special about a penny from 1993? After all, we've all seen these coins in our change jars, in our pockets, and rolling under our car seats. But here's the twist. This particular coin is no ordinary cent. It carries with it layers of history, hidden features, and the kind of rarity that only serious collectors dream about. The Lincoln Memorial series began in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, replacing the famous wheat cent design. For over 50 years, these coins were struck with the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a tribute not only to Lincoln's memory, but also to the endurance of American values. By 1993, millions of pennies were struck at the U.S. Mint, but most carried the mint marks of Denver or Philadelphia. A no-mint mark coin from 1993 instantly stands out, signaling a rare production anomaly that collectors race to own. Now, let's talk about the composition. By this time, the Lincoln cents had long transitioned from the heavier bronze alloy of earlier decades to a copper-plated zinc core. This makes them lighter in weight, shinier in appearance, and sometimes prone to unique surface conditions. And that's exactly what makes this coin remarkable, the green spots. To an untrained eye, they might look like flaws, but to a seasoned collector, they're distinctive fingerprints of age and authenticity. They're signals that this coin has traveled through time, surviving decades, while maintaining its rarity. The unique features of this coin are breathtaking. No mint mark, which is already rare, combined with the fine condition of the coin, clear design details, sharp lettering, and that unusual green toning make it one of a kind. It's not just a coin. It's a historical artifact with a personality, a survivor of decades that now glows with collector appeal. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that whispers stories from 3 decades ago yet shines today as if it was minted with destiny. But let's push further. What about rarity? Rarity is the lifeblood of coin collecting. Millions of ordinary 1993 cents exist, yes, but coins with no mint mark in such fine condition are like needles in a haystack. Collectors from around the world recognize this. Auction houses list them. Bidders fight for them. And the demand is only climbing higher. Every day, the number of preserved coins dwindles, while the hunger among collectors grows larger. That's the perfect recipe for skyrocketing value. And here it is, the suspenseful truth you've been waiting for. This very coin, a 1993 Lincoln Memorial cent with no mint mark, carrying those unique green spots and preserved in fine condition, has reached a staggering market value of $118,000 in today's auction world. Yes, you heard that right, $118,000. Think about it. Something so small, often dismissed as worthless change, could suddenly become the equivalent of holding a vast treasure chest in your hand. That is not a dream, that is reality, and I'm telling you the truth. The value of this coin is rising day by day. It is not just an investment, it is a treasure that grows with time, a fortune in the making, waiting for the right moment to shine even brighter. So here's my tip for collectors. Never overlook the simple coins. Examine every cent. Look for the missing mint marks, the unusual toning, the condition that sets it apart. Every detail matters, and every discovery could turn your pocket change into a fortune overnight. Protect these coins, store them carefully, and remember, rarity only increases with time. And in conclusion for this coin, what we have here is not just a penny. It is a hidden gem of American history, a symbol of rarity, and a powerful reminder that treasures are hiding in plain sight. Collectors worldwide are on the hunt, and the price is only climbing. Hold on to one of these, and you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a big money treasure, a once-in-a-lifetime find. Next coin number 2. Now, let's turn the spotlight onto the second rare jewel in our treasure chest, the 1996 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with the bold D mint mark. At first glance, this penny looks humble, ordinary, even just a simple cent from the mid-90s. But if you know what to look for, this coin transforms into something extraordinary, a shining example of how the smallest details can separate pocket change from priceless treasure. The Lincoln Memorial series was still going strong in the 1990s, carrying the legacy of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the grand image of the memorial on the reverse. The 1996 with D cent comes out of the Denver Mint, one of the busiest coin producers in the United States. Millions were minted that year, but here's the secret. Only a rare fraction survive with the kind of features and condition that set this coin apart from all the rest. The composition, like other cents of its era, is copper-plated zinc. That plating makes the coin more vulnerable to discoloration and spotting. But in this particular specimen, those so-called imperfections have become unique signatures. Look closer. The gray spots and white patches shimmering across the reverse side give the coin a character unlike any other. They are not flaws to collectors. They are beauty marks, natural fingerprints of age, adding intrigue and individuality. When collectors see these features on a well-preserved coin, they know they've found something authentic, something that stands out in a sea of sameness. The unique features of this coin go far beyond its surface. The strong Denver mint mark gleams proudly, a stamp of origin, while the fine condition preserves the crisp design of Lincoln's face, the sharp lettering, and the stately Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Every detail is still alive and breathing, a testament to how carefully this coin has survived the decades. Unlike ordinary cents worn down by circulation, this one holds its story intact, frozen in time for collectors to marvel at today. Now, let's talk rarity, and this is where the excitement builds. Although millions of 1996 with D cents exist, finding one with these very specific qualities is like searching for a single star in a galaxy. Collectors don't just want any coin from 1996, they want this coin. No heavy wear, no lost detail, striking eye appeal, and those unforgettable surface signatures. That combination is a magnet for demand in the collector's market. Auctioneers know it, bidders know it, and the prices tell the story. And here comes the revelation you've been waiting for, the truth that makes your heart race. This very coin, a 1996 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with the D mint mark, showcasing gray sports and white-toned reverse in fine, preserved condition, has soared in value to a breathtaking $110,000 in today's market. That's right, $110,000 for a single penny. This is no exaggeration, no fiction. This is treasure in your palm, wealth hidden in copper, a rare opportunity that makes ordinary change look like a kingdom's fortune. And the best part? Its value is not static. The market for these rarities is alive, climbing higher each day. What is worth $110,000 today may become an even greater treasure tomorrow. That is the power of rarity, the truth of collector demand. For collectors out there, here's my tip. Never underestimate the Denver Mint coins. People often overlook them, thinking they are too common. But the truth is, when you find one in exceptional condition with distinguishing surface features, you're holding a golden ticket. Always inspect the reverse side carefully, as small changes in toning or spotting can make the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. Store your finds with care, Because condition is king in the coin world, and rarity only grows with time. And in conclusion for this coin, the 1996 with D. Lincoln Memorial cent isn't just money. It's living history, preserved beauty, and a rising treasure rolled into one. To hold such a coin is to hold wealth, prestige, and power. Proof that even the smallest coin can become the grandest treasure. Next coin, number 3. Now, my friends, prepare yourselves, because the third coin in our journey today takes us back even further in time. From the modern Lincoln cents, we leap into the early 20th century, into a coin that has captured the fascination of collectors for decades, the 1940 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. At first glance, it may seem like just a nickel, a humble 5-cent piece that many Americans once carried in their pockets without a second thought. But behind its simple face lies a story of history, legacy, and incredible value. This coin is no ordinary 5 cents. It is a bridge to the past, a frozen relic from an era just before the storm of World War II swept across the globe. The Jefferson Nickels series first debuted in 1938, replacing the beloved Buffalo nickel. It was designed by Felix Schlag, whose artistry brought us the classic profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the stately Monticello on the reverse. When this coin rolled off the presses in 1940, America was standing at the edge of history, recovering from the Great Depression, watching the world at war, and preparing for its own role in shaping the future. That's the kind of weight this little nickel carries. It's more than money, it's history in your hand. Now let's talk about the coin itself. This 1940 nickel, struck without a mint mark, came from the Philadelphia Mint. Its composition is a mix of copper and nickel, giving it that distinctive silver-gray appearance that has lasted through the years. Over time, natural toning and handling created the silver shine that collectors crave today. And this particular coin, preserved in very fine condition, still shows strong details in Jefferson's face and Monticello's columns, a clear sign that it has survived more than 8 decades with dignity and grace. The unique features of this coin are impossible to ignore. No mint mark instantly tells you it's from Philadelphia, the original home of America's coins. Combine that with this coin's age over 80 years old and its preserved condition, and you already know you're looking at something far beyond ordinary pocket change. The silver-like toning across the surface isn't damage, it's beauty. It's the fingerprint of time, a natural patina that collectors pay attention to because it adds authenticity and individuality to every piece. But here's where it gets thrilling. Rarity. Millions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1940? Yes, but coins of this age, in very fine condition, without a mint mark, and carrying this level of eye appeal are disappearing fast. Most have been lost, worn down, or damaged beyond recognition. The few that remain are hunted by collectors like treasure seekers, searching for ancient relics. And as the number shrinks, demand soars higher and higher. Now, lean in close, because this is the moment you've been waiting for, the market truth. This very coin, a 1940 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, silver-toned, beautifully preserved in fine condition, is commanding an earth-shaking value in today's auctions, $258,000. Yes, $258,000 for a nickel. That's not fantasy, that's not a dream, that's reality, and I tell you the truth, this coin is nothing less than a treasure chest in your palm. Its value is climbing every single day, and the collectors who hold it know that they are not just keeping a coin, they are keeping a fortune. For my collector friends out there, here's my tip. Jefferson nickels are often overlooked because people think they're too common. That's a mistake. Hidden among them are gems like this one coins with no mint mark, preserved in high condition and glowing with history. Look carefully at dates, inspect condition, and never dismiss the older nickels in your collection. Each one could be hiding untold value. And in conclusion for this coin, the 1940 Jefferson nickel is not just 5 cents. It is a living artifact, a treasure from before America entered the greatest war of the century, a coin that tells stories and delivers wealth in the same breath. Holding it is like holding a time machine and a fortune all in one. Next coin, number 4. As we journey further into the world of America's hidden treasures, our fourth coin brings us to another chapter in the Jefferson Nickel series, one that radiates age, rarity, and a beauty all its own. This, my friends, is the 1947 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, a coin whose story is as rich as its value is breathtaking. The year 1947 was a year of transition. The Second World War had ended just 2 years earlier, and America was stepping into a new era of peace, growth, and optimism. Factories were booming again, soldiers were returning home, and coins like this Jefferson nickel were part of everyday life, jingling in pockets, buying bread, fueling the engines of a post-war nation. That's the world this coin comes from, and it carries that legacy with it today. The Jefferson Nickels series itself, born in 1938, had already become a staple of American coinage by this time. Designed by Felix Schlag, its dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson and the stately Monticello on the reverse symbolized both leadership and heritage. But here's the magic. While millions were minted in 1947, the survival of coins in such pristine, fine condition, especially without a mint mark, is astonishingly rare. Now, let's focus on the coin itself. This piece is struck in the classic copper-nickel alloy, and over time it has developed a remarkable green shade across its surface. To the casual observer, that toning might look unusual, but to collectors, it's nothing short of magnificent. That soft green glow is the signature of time, a unique patina that makes this coin truly one of a kind. No two coins age the same way. This green-toned nickel is like nature's fingerprint, forever marking it as a distinct treasure. The features on this coin are striking. Look closely, and you'll still see Jefferson's profile sharp and proud, the lettering clear, and Monticello's fine architectural lines preserved. This is not a heavily worn nickel. This is a survivor, a coin that has stood the test of more than 7 decades while retaining its dignity. Coins like this don't just appear every day. They are hunted, sought after, and fiercely protected by collectors who know exactly what they're holding. And then we arrive at rarity. While millions of 1947 nickels were struck, finding one like this without a mint mark, in fine condition, with a natural green toning is like finding a hidden emerald in a riverbed. The truth is, the vast majority of these coins have been lost to time, worn down in circulation, or tucked away and forgotten. The few that remain are in such high demand that auction houses watch them like hawks, and bidders enter into battles to claim them. Every year, the number dwindles and the rarity climbs higher. So here comes the heart-pounding revelation. This very coin, a 1947 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark, glowing with a natural green shade, preserved in fine condition, is commanding a staggering $246,000 in today's auction market. That's right, $246,000 for a 5-cent coin. Let that sink in. What was once change for a loaf of bread is now a treasure chest, a fortune in miniature, a rare gem whose value climbs higher with each passing day. I'm not giving you a story, I'm giving you the truth. This coin is a life-changing treasure and its price is rising like a rocket. For collectors, here's my tip. Never dismiss toning. Many beginners think unusual shades make a coin less valuable. In reality, natural toning, green, gold, or rainbow, often makes a coin more valuable because it shows authenticity, originality, and uniqueness. Combine that with rarity and condition, and you're holding something auction houses will fight to list. And in conclusion for this coin, the 1947 no-mint Jefferson nickel is not simply money. It's a survivor of post-war America, a jewel with nature's patina, and a treasure chest that collectors recognize instantly as wealth. When you hold this coin, you hold history, rarity, and fortune in a single breath. Stay right here because if you think this coin was powerful, the next one I'm about to reveal may very well be the crown jewel of today's list. The suspense only grows stronger, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Next coin number 5. We arrive at the grand finale of today's adventure, the 5th and final coin in our showcase of hidden riches. From the depths of history to the glow of modern rarity, each coin we've seen so far has stunned us. But this one from 1989 has a story all its own, a story that proves even in the late 20th century, rare treasures were still being struck. This is the Jefferson nickel from 1989, proudly bearing the P mint mark of the Philadelphia Mint. At first glance, you might ask yourself, how could a coin so recent hold such incredible value? After all, millions were minted in the late 80s, right? But the truth, my friends, is that not all nickels are created equal. Some rise above the rest, touched by history, marked by time, and preserved in a way that transforms them into true treasures. The Jefferson nickel design had already been circulating for over 50 years by 1989, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Felix Schlag's portrait of Jefferson had become iconic, an enduring reminder of leadership and heritage, while Monticello's image on the reverse stood as a symbol of American stability. But this 1989 Philadelphia issue carries something extra: unique toning, rare condition, and a beauty that makes it stand apart from the millions of ordinary strikes. Let's take a closer look. This particular coin shows gray waves flowing across its surface. These are not flaws, they are the whispers of age, the gentle fingerprint of time etched into metal. Paired with the coin's fine condition, where Jefferson's profile remains strong, the inscriptions are sharp, and Monticello's structure is still proudly visible, the result is a piece that radiates character. To a collector's eye, these features are mesmerizing. They elevate the coin from simple currency to rare art. And here comes the suspenseful truth about rarity. Yes, the U.S. Mint struck vast numbers of nickels in 1989, but how many have survived in fine original condition with this unique gray toning? The answer is vanishingly few. Most have been spent, worn down, or lost to time. But the handful that remain, they are in fiery demand. Collectors chase them. Auctions light up with bidding wars, and every time one surfaces, it makes headlines among coin hunters. Rarity isn't just about how many were made, it's about how many survived like this. And that number is shockingly small. Now, let me reveal the climax, the staggering value of this treasure. This very 1989 Jefferson nickel, with the P mint mark, glowing with its gray waves and preserved in fine condition, is valued today at an extraordinary $224,000. Yes, $224,000 for a nickel struck in the late 1980s. It is not fiction, it is not exaggeration. It is treasure, it is fortune, it is a big money miracle hiding in plain sight. And its value is not standing still. The market is alive, the demand is climbing, and this coin's worth is destined to rise even higher with time. For my fellow collectors, here's my closing tip. Never underestimate the modern coins. Many people assume only the old coins carry value, but that is not true. Even coins from the 1980s and 1990s can hold treasures if you know what to look for: mint marks, condition, unique toning, and above all, rarity and survival. Pay attention to every detail, because even the newest coin in your pocket could be a sleeping giant of wealth. And in conclusion, this coin, the 1989 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark, is proof that treasures are not just relics of the past. They live among us, hidden in plain sight, waiting for someone with the knowledge and passion to uncover them. It is not simply a nickel. It is a treasure chest. It is a fortune in your palm. It is history, rarity, and wealth united in a single coin. And with that, my friends, we close today's incredible journey. From Lincoln Memorial cents to Jefferson nickels, we've uncovered treasures that most people would overlook as pocket change, but in truth, they are fortunes worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Remember, this channel, Hidden U.S. Coins, is your most trusted, faithful, and daily updated source for finding these hidden gems. Stick with me, because every day brings new discoveries, new treasures, and new chances to change your life through the power of rare coins. So stay tuned, keep searching, and never give up the hunt. Because somewhere out there, your fortune is waiting, inside a coin. Thanks for watching. From Lincoln Memorial cents to Jefferson nickels, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay updated with the most valuable coins in today's market. Your support helps us grow and bring you more hidden coin secrets.